Let's see, I think I'll take the fried ham hocks covered with swirl gravy.
And you?
Hubert, you know that gravy ain't good for your heart. He'll have the boiled carrots instead, sweeties.
Boiled carrots.
But Dublin, what's Christmas Eve ham hocks without swirl gravy?
Well, okay, but just because it's Christmas, your health ain't what it used to be, so you still gotta eat those carrots. Bless his heart, he goes over to Bubba's gym, and I think his favorite machine is the vending machine.
And what would you have, Mother Hen?
I'm so excited. What would you have if you were me?
Prime rib, but not from here.
I think I'll try that crawdad stew with a side of biscuits, or do I want cornbread? Just surprise me.
You must be wondering how a refined, sophisticated debutante like myself ended up serving tables at a greasy spoon called the Cricket County Cafe on Christmas Eve. It's a nightmare that started years ago when our hillbilly cousins invited us out to Cricket County for the reading of Uncle Zeke's will.
Cousin Oswald, we're going to read Uncle Zeke's will on Christmas Eve. Y'all come out to Cricket County.
We're on our way.
We were all so excited about the reading of the will because Uncle Zeke, we found out, was a very rich man who owned oil wells and diamond mines.
You mean Uncle Zeke was rich?
In the millions.
What are we waiting for? Let's get to Cricket County.
And that's exactly what we did. But on that cold Christmas Eve, at the reading of the will, we were very disappointed in what Uncle Zeke had left us.
I, Uncle Zeke Taylor, leave all the country cousins my many secret diamond mines and oil fields.
Can you believe it? They got the millions. Those nasty hillbillies inherited everything. It still causes shortness of breath when I think about it. Anyway, here we are, a few Christmases later, and lo and behold, we receive another phone call from the Cricket County clan.
Oswald, it seems Buckshot Sims, Uncle Zeke's lawyer buddy, found what they call an amendment to the will. According to Willard, Uncle Zeke wanted somebody else to share in his inheritance too. Somebody real special.
You mean there's more to the will than we knew about? When do you want to meet us there?
I'm reading the amendment right after Grandma's Cafe closes on Christmas Eve.
We'll be there no matter what.
But Oswald, you're supposed to take Judge Galloway out to dinner on Christmas Eve.
I'll think of something. We can't miss this opportunity. We'll be there, Cousin Elkin. Don't worry.
So here we are again in this bumpkin of a place. Oswald insisted we help out the Taylors here at the cafe and clear the customers out as soon as possible so we could hear the reading of the new will and make it back home in time for Christmas. Believe me, only the thought of oil wells and diamond mines would cause me to wear an outfit this repulsive. I just hope my nerves can make it till closing time.
And dear, do you want some of the fried liver jelly on a biscuit for dessert?
I ain't sure. Do you recommend frog liver jelly, young lady?
I think frog liver jelly is repugnant.
That's good enough for me.
The only thing I eat at Christmas is imported caviar.
Well, throw some of that in the deep fat fryer. We'll try anything once.
They must be kidding. I'm afraid they don't serve such delicacies here in this horse trough. Now tell me, what do you want to eat or hit the road?
What did you say, young lady?
You heard me. Order your food or get out. I've got other things I need to do.
Let's go, Dorothy. We don't have to take this from anybody.
Just wait till I tell Emma Jean Taylor about this. She'll have your job.
She can have it. I never wanted to work here in the first place.
Excuse me, is there something wrong? Is something wrong here?
We came to enjoy our annual Christmas Eve supper.
We hear the Christmas story, right, just as we've done for the last 50 years.
But this waitress, wants us to leave, so that's exactly what we're doing. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Wait, please don't leave. Mimi was just playing a little joke, Christmas joke. She wants you to stay. Mimi, tell them you want them to stay.
Get lost.
We'll sing Christmas carols. Come on back, please. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. Mimi, how many customers have you chased away today?
I lost count.
What are you trying to prove?
This whole crazy scheme was your idea. The sooner we rid the cafe of customers, the quicker we hear the reading of the amendment and receive our deserved millions. I'm just trying to do my part.
If Grandma Taylor finds out what you're doing, she'll come after you with wild abandon.
I am not afraid of Grandma Taylor.
That's okay. I'm afraid enough for the both of us.
Where's that Ozzy boy?
Right here, Grandma Taylor. Speak of the devil. I'm in the dining room, Grandma Taylor. Look busy.
Ozzy, have you saw Fester? He's supposed to stay in the kitchen today.
Oh, the name's Oswald, ma'am. Fester ran down to the post office. He said he was expecting a package.
We're in the Sam Hill, are all my customers.
I'm sure they'll be here any minute.
You know, with the right brooch, this could make a nice accessory.
She ain't the brightest bulb on the tree, is she?
You're supposed to wipe the tables with that.
I'll have you know, I have 2 advanced degrees in fashion design.
Yeah, and I got 2 pork rinds in the freezer. That don't make me smart. Now, if you're working for me, I'd better see some work. The Christmas rush should have already started, and I don't understand where all my regulars are.
Well, it's awful cold outside, Grandma Taylor.
Gosh.
You know, perhaps everyone's staying at home this year.
My customers wouldn't stay away from my cafe on Christmas Eve for nothing. They've been coming for the food, the nativity, and the reading of the Christmas story for the last 50 years. And why are you sitting down? There's work to be done.
But I'm so fatigued.
I'm not interested in your medical condition. Let me give you a little advice, city girl. The best thing about wearing your boots is your socks don't have to match. You ponder your pretty little head about that.
She will, Grandma Taylor. I promise.
Brenda Maychild, what are you up to with all the work that needs to be done?
I'm putting up Miss Cricket County flies.
Land sakes, everybody doing something besides helping me out today. Everybody's doing something. And the tree still ain't been decorated, and here it is, Christmas Eve.
You're campaigning for Miss Cricket County?
No, I'm running for Mr. Greyhound. Of course I'm running for Miss Cricket County. And I'm going to win this year. I decorated down with all my posters, so Grandma's customers will want to vote for me.
How many years you been running for Miss Cricket County?
It's my 7th year and I ain't won it once.
Imagine that.
That's just what I thought. You would think someone with my beauty and charm could bring an ill easy life. But that daggum fear grumble wins it every year.
No.
Somehow she always finds who the judge is going to be, and then she bars him up.
Shameful.
She surely does. She flirts with him and makes promises, and then once she gets the title, she drops him like a hot potato. Sure enough is.
The only thing more shameful is a young lady shirking her responsibilities to her poor old grandmas at her cafe.
I'm sorry, Grandma. That campaigning is hard work. This year, I want to win the crown I so deserve.
Hello, everybody. Brenda May, we've saturated the area with your likeness so that all your constituents will know how to pull that lever at the time so that you will successfully gain that prize that you so earnestly deserve.
What did she say?
We hung up your posters.
When you talk, just show us the baby. Don't tell us about the labor pain.
Well, if a judge's gonna decide who, the winner of the contest, why are you putting up posters?
Because nobody knows who the judge is. It could be you for all I know.
This rich winter weather makes me feel so jolly.
Please tell me you did not just use the word jolly.
Pete, would you get in the kitchen and warm up the grill? I don't know where in the world that Fester has gone off to.
Okay, working in a little cafe like this on Christmas Eve kind of puts me in the spirits too.
If you are so much in the spirit, why don't you go ahead and give me my Christmas gift?
I've been thinking a lot about that. And this year, I decided to give you nothing. Okay, I just lost look out the fumes.
Oswald, I know you wouldn't be that mean, would you?
Mimi, I would love to give you everything you so ever desired, but I just don't know how to gift wrap Bloomingdale's.
He didn't have to say that. It's true, but he didn't have to say it.
Mimi, you're hanging that picture over there upside down.
Then you do it. I'm not sure why I agreed to undertake such exertion anyway.
Princess, Harriet, get yourself in here and take a load off. I was wondering when you two'd be showing up for your Christmas Eve supper.
Sorry, Imogene, but we was doing some last-minute Christmas shopping.
Hey, Momo, get our customers a couple of menus.
My name is Mimi.
Your name will be Mud if you don't get some menus.
Here you go, ladies. Right here. Perfectly good table right here by the kitchen.
Imogene, where is everybody? This place should be stocked with your regulars by now.
I guess they're all just running a little bit late this year. Moo, you take this order and I'll go check on Peter. And if Fester shows up, he better be wearing his best suit.
Why's that, Grandma Taylor?
Because I'm going to kill him.
Mimi, remember to be nice to the customers, or Grandma Taylor will throw us out for good.
Okay.
I think I'll play some Christmas tunes on the jukebox. It'll make it feel more like Christmas.
Okay, you two, what will it be?
Merry Christmas, young lady.
Merry Christmas. May I take your order?
Well, let's see here. Boy, I'm glad I wore my reading specs. Oh dear, everything on the menu looks so fattening.
I'm just as sorry as I can be that we don't serve rack of soybeans.
Mimi!
So what can I get for you?
Oh, I can't make up my mind. Everything looks so
Mimi, go. Please. Oops, I missed my line. Excuse me. Mimi, I have an idea. Why don't you go roll silverware and I'll take these ladies' order.
I don't do silverware.
Mimi, go.
I'm too good for this place. Why can't we just get our money and go?
Bless her heart. She's having one of those days.
Oh, here's a good Christmas tune. Wait a minute. I pressed the number for Away in a Manger.
I replaced all the Christmas carols and songs about queens, to get the page and thinking about the Mississippi County contest.
Brenda Day, it's Christmas Eve.
You're right, Cousin Petunia. That's something I should have done weeks ago.
Running for Miss Cricket County must be, sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. I ain't had this much attention since I used to sing off key in the church choir.
I remember that, because I sat next to, oops, oh. I mean, really?
Sure enough. Then the preacher promised me a 2 rate rate from Titan if I promised not to partake in the congregational singing.
Brenda May, you had the voice of an angel.
Stop
Viv and Harriet, especially on Christmas Eve. We both know she has a voice of Sally Swan. Brenda May is that.
Anyway, I would sure appreciate you spreading the word out in life this year.
I'm sorry, Brenda May, but we can't do that. Hush up, Harriet.
Why in the world not?
Because we're campaigning for Free to Grumble.
You can't be serious.
So, have you ladies decided what you'll have?
I'm sorry, Brenda May.
I hear the fried pork chops are. Oh,
But Free to Grumble is my second husband's, second cousin's, on his daddy's side. I have a campaign for her.
I hear the fried pork chops are very good.
You both done her reach the court. I can't believe you haven't managed to walk in my grandma's cafe. You were there and you're not welcome here.
Brenda May, you can't mean that. I'm afraid the heat in the kitchen has just gotten to her today.
Be quiet, Petunia. It's just getting good.
What about the cat leave? What about the food? The Christmas story? The tradition?
Why don't you run over to Freya's house and she'll feed you? And you should when I died years ago.
Brenda May, do you realize what you just did?
I sure don't want to be around when Grandma Taylor finds out.
I don't care. This contest is the most important thing to me in the world. So Grandma will just have to get mad. If you excuse me, I have to go help them make her chicken.
I should have known it was going to be a bad day when I woke up this morning and I found my artificial flowers were dead.
As you would say, Grandma Taylor's gonna maybe have one hissy of a fit.
But not if she doesn't know. It's up to us to deal with this and keep it on her quiet.
You can start by helping me with this silverware.
All right.
Hey, like, what's that? I mean, wait a minute. I messed up, like, what's happening, dudes? Like, is everything cool, man?
Fester Taylor, is that you?
Ouch!
Fester, be careful.
Esther, take off those sunglasses before you kill yourself.
I can't take them off, Cousin Petunia. Wearing sunglasses is part of being cool.
My heavens, I swear that hillbilly's 2 dishes short of a picnic.
Don't call me no hillbilly. I ain't no hillbilly no more. I'm what you call debonair.
Debonair? Fester, you look ludicrous.
Well, thanks, Cousin Oswald. I was afraid you wouldn't like it.
Let me see that. Cool Dude magazine?
Yeah.
Where did you get this?
Well, you closed it on me there. Well, you see, Cousin Oswald.
Hi, Petunia.
You see, Cousin Oswald. I was getting tired of being called the country bumpkin, you know. And so I picked up this here magazine one day. And you know what it told me? It told me that I can be noticed, that I can stand out in a crowd.
Believe me, you've always stood out from the crowd.
Wait a minute. Your headphones aren't connected to anything.
Yeah, they are. They're connected to my ears. Right
Go on, I said, get out of my kitchen.
here. Cousin Petunia.
I'm Oswald.
Oh! Cousin Petunia, will you help me explain my new look to Grandma, please?
What's going on in the kitchen?
Oh, hot diggity dog. Grandma, I'm sorry. I'm real sorry. I'll get in the kitchen right now.
What? Who are you?
Fester, this is Cousin Pete.
Yeah.
Fester?
That's right. He's Cool now. What was Grandma Taylor yelling about?
Well, I spilled some grease on the floor, then I broke her best mixing bowl, and then I accidentally let one of her best stewing squirrels loose out the back door. That woman gets upset over the smallest things.
Somebody better tell Fester Taylor to get his rump in here if he wants to see New Year's. I just got a big order over the phone and the grill ain't been fired up once.
We'll find him, Grandma Taylor. We'll find him.
I'll get this order started. By the way, Ozzy, get my squirrel back in here. I can't make my secret gravy without it.
Yes, ma'am, Grandma Taylor. Somebody talk some sense into Mr. Cool Dude before Grandma puts him over her knee. Oh, I almost forgot. Judge Galloway should be here any minute.
I still can't believe that you invited him here for Christmas Eve dinner.
I need that job. I'm never going to make a name for myself in the legal world. Don't worry. I'm sure he'll think this place is quaint.
But he is a big-time judge, an important man.
I'm not worried. I'll have him eating out of my hand.
I need my squirrel.
Coming, Grandma Taylor.
Okay, so what's going on here? Fester is changing his image.
Yes, he is. What do I look like to you, Cousin Pete?
Well, if you really want to know.
Be careful, Pete.
Okay, you look unique, Fester.
Well, is unique anything like cool?
What do you expect from someone who thought the three wise men were firemen?
Well, the Bible said they came from a fire. Besides, that was a long time ago, and I'm all grown up now.
It was last year.
Here's something else the magazine taught me. I'm going to show you. There you take. There, I'm going to show you. Now, if a chick saw me dressed like this and typing on this here computer, she wouldn't be able to resist me.
Well, Fester, here's your chance.
Oh, I ain't ready yet.
Shh, just give it your best shot.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm from out of town and I was wondering how to get to Madison from here.
Well, sometimes I walk and sometimes I take my pickup truck.
No, I mean, how should I drive there?
From the front seat would probably be the safest.
Never mind, but while I'm here, I was wondering if I could get something for my sister.
Well, it depends on how much you want for her.
Merry Christmas.
Whoa, wait, ain't you noticed anything about me?
Oh yes, your train of thought doesn't have a caboose.
No, ma'am, I'm on my laptop looking into buying some stock.
That's nice. Good night.
Well, that's what cool people do, you know. They buy a heap of stock.
What kind of stock are you buying?
Well, chickens mostly. Might buy a few cows while I'm at it. Why ask?
You're sitting on a gold mine.
Heck no, this chair ain't worth nothing.
Are you telling me that you are an up-and-coming young businessman?
No, ma'am, I'm a tailor. Fester Taylor's my name. Coolness is my game. What's your game, you groovy chick, you?
I just happen to be a psychiatrist. You know, a head doctor.
I read about that in My Hero magazine. And you know what? I bet you come across your share of cuckoos in your line of work. You do.
And sometimes, when I'm just asking for directions.
What you mean? I have this one friend of mine that you could really study on. He's a few pickles short of a jar, I'm telling you. His bubble is about a plum, about off plum. His cheese has done slid right off of his cracker.
I get the picture.
Ah, bless his heart. I guess it wasn't all his fault, though. You know, he was real poor as a kid. Yes, indeed, the family was so poor that when he was just a young'un, he didn't have a stitch of clothes.
I think I'd better just,
Finally, when he was 14, they bought him a hat. Yes, they did, and they let him look out the window. Oh, man. Because then again, everybody can't be as cool as me. Why? Hey, Petunia, where'd she go?
She had to leave, Fester.
Oh. Well, how did I do being cool, Cousin Pete? Cousin Petunia. No, you're Pete.
I'm Pete.
Hot diggity.
You did fine, Fester. Just fine.
All righty. Well, I ain't broke the news to Grandma yet.
Fester, you better get yourself in here right now.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Go on, Fester. I'll put your laptop up for you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Much obliged. I really do appreciate it.
And take off those sunglasses.
As you can see, things were beginning to get very interesting. Little did any of us realize just how much more interesting it would become.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
See what I mean?
Merry Christmas, Glenn and May. Aren't you supposed to be helping Grandma Taylor at the cafe this year?
One day I got time neither. Cousin Pete, she's working on something real important.
Something that will get my name in the record books and make me famous.
So, what's in the box?
It's one
tell him, Brenda May, we might get in trouble.
next to me winning Miss Cricket County. It's going to be the most exciting thing that ever happened in this farm.
I could even get on TV.
Well, please, if it's that important, you've got to show us.
Yeah, come on.
Nope, my lips are soiled.
So honey, throw me that chicken.
Hey, come on. That's not fair. Did she say chicken?
Well, here it is, the official amendment to Uncle Zeke's will.
That's it, huh? Can I see it?
Sorry, Cousin Pete, but the instructions clearly say that it ain't to be read until after the cafe closes tonight.
Can I touch it? I just want to touch it, please.
I'm just as sorry as I can be, Cousin Mimi, but rules is rules.
But I'm working so hard today, waiting on irate customers and wiping icky stuff off dirty tables. And all I want to do is touch it.
Well, okay, I guess it won't hurt just to touch it real easy like.
Thank you, Elkin. Works every time. Just one look. That's all I want, just one teeny tiny look.
Mimi, stop it. We will wait just like everyone else. Ah, drat, nothing fell out.
Now, Cousin Pete, we'll all find out in due time what the amendment says. All I know is Buckshot says it's going to make somebody who didn't get nothing the first reason real happy this time.
Buckshot?
Yeah, he's Cricket County's only lawyer. He practices out of a little room in the back of his taxidermy shop.
My nerves can't take it. Between you and me, I've just got to find out how much we're getting out of this deal. I've just got to.
Where's all the customers? This place should be packed.
Well, you see, well, hey, customers as we speak.
Oh, good.
Finally, Merry Christmas. Welcome to the Cricket County Cafe.
We're a little confused. We were given this address by Oswald Tippenheimer, and we were supposed to be eating Christmas dinner with him tonight.
Well, I sure hope it's a mistake. We can't be eating here.
You must be the gentleman Elkin has been looking for, Mr. Galloway.
Excuse me, young man, that's Judge Galloway.
Dear, it's Christmas. There's no need for formalities tonight.
George, why on the earth were our plans changed to eat at that lavish restaurant, changed to this rancid place?
You just got lucky, I reckon.
You see, Mr.
Judge?
I'm sorry. You see, Judge. Oswald had a last-minute emergency.
Yes, you see, the poor sweet old lady who runs this cafe needed help in order to serve her horde of Christmas customers.
Yeah, this place is really jumping.
Yes, well, everyone should be pouring in at any minute.
And the poor old lady, everyone calls her Grandma, just can't get around like she used to.
Bless her heart, she can't see that well anymore.
That's right. Her glasses are so thick that when she looks at a map, she sees people waiting back for her.
Out of the kindness of his heart, instead of turning her away and leaving her helpless at Old Granny high and dry, Oswald decided to have you come here. That way he wouldn't have to cancel the dinner with you that he was so looking forward to.
Well, it's a good thing then that we had access to our private helicopter.
It was really no trouble at all. Actually, it was quite adventurous. The mountains here are quite high.
It'll mean a lot to Oswald that you went through all that trouble.
Well, it's either that or have me cook.
So I looked lovingly at my wife and said, let's eat out tonight and give that smoke detector a rest.
George, don't start with me. I'm not in the mood.
It wouldn't hurt you, honey, to go with the flow. Sometimes, dear.
I'll tell you what. Why don't I go get Oswald? You hear? Hey, Oswald!
Welcome to our humble little diner. I hope you like the victuals here.
Just find us a seat. My feet are killing me.
No wonder, ma'am. Those shoes look about 2 sizes too small for you.
Elkin, let's get these people seated, shall we? Here we are, the best seats in the house.
George,
Oh.
aren't you forgetting something?
Yeah.
You don't care about me anymore.
Don't start that again.
He doesn't realize. But when George married me, he got a prize.
What is that?
Elkin!
Sometimes I wonder if he'll love me when I'm old and gray.
Of course he does.
While we wait for Oswald?
Bring us some coffee. Make it bitter and too strong. And while you're at it, yell at me. I want to feel at home.
I don't understand.
I'm feeling a little homesick tonight.
Oh, I get it. Your wife makes terrible...
Elkin!
So you say the old lady that runs this place is in poor health?
Yes, sir. She can barely get around anymore.
Pastor Taylor, you get back here this very minute. You know you can't run out on me, so don't you even try. You get out of them ridiculous clothes this very instant. There's a ton of work to be done in this kitchen.
But Grandma, cool people don't do things like work in their grandma's kitchen.
I never thought the day would come when my very own flesh and blood would sass me this way. Now for the last time, you get in your regular clothes.
Is this the poor old lady's on her last leg?
You hush up, this don't concern you.
You can't tell a judge to hush up.
And don't you know critters ain't allowed in my cafe? Take that thing outside.
This, dear lady, is a chinchilla.
I don't care if it's a jackrabbit. It ain't eating in my cafe.
Grandma Taylor, it's a fur. An accessory. That's a beautiful wrap, Mrs. Galloway. Does it keep you warm?
I didn't really buy it to keep her warm. I bought her to keep her quiet.
Do you see how he treats me?
Mr. Taylor, what's this all about? It's way past Halloween.
I'm just trying to be cool there, Cousin Elkin.
Then go outside. It's 10 degrees out there.
sir.
Good to see you.
How are you? How's your flight?
Mr. Tippenheimer, it seems you've gotten us here on false pretenses tonight.
What do you mean, sir?
Well, you told me your grandmother was so old she served at the Last Supper.
Who's that?
You must have misunderstood me. What I meant was Grandma can't get around the way she used to be able to.
Says who?
Oh, and the judge, you brought your lovely wife.
Master, you get back here.
What was that?
That's
Look
not...
how lovely this is. Why not relax and enjoy a nice Christmas Eve dinner?
That sounds just fine, young lady.
Can you believe what these youngins are coming to? Who would have thought my favorite grandson would talk to his granny like this?
Don't worry, Grandma. I'll talk some sense into Fester. Look, Fester, here's your axe. It's been in the family for 200 years. It's only had 4 new handles and 2 new heads.
And I don't play with axes no more neither.
Now, isn't this cozy?
Yeah, not with Grandma Moses hanging over me.
Did I hear the telephone ringing? It may be another takeout order.
Fester, I ain't done with you. If I have to get a switch after you, I will.
I'll help you in the kitchen, Grandma.
Petunia, I've just got to see what that amendment says we're getting. I've got a plan. Will you help me?
Mimi, I'm not sure.
Must you leave that hat at the table?
Oh, sorry.
Fester, it's not a good idea to talk to your grandmother that way. She practically raised you.
Well, I can't help it if she doesn't understand what it means to be cool. Now, what there? If cool is what makes me happy, then cool is what I'll be.
Fester, over here.
Oh, there you are.
This just isn't like you.
Glenn, why in the world did you let that chicken loose into the bathroom?
Because we try to keep her warm until it's time to pluck her.
That bird's going crazy all hooped up in there. Are you sure chicken plucking's the best way to get your name in the world's record books?
You know good and well I'm the fastest chicken plucker in all of Cricket County. This is the perfect way to make a name for myself.
But can't just leave that chicken flying around in there. Besides, I gotta learn my camping.
Just until she has time to calm down a little.
Come on, it's your turn to help me.
Merry Christmas, girls.
We like to stop a while before we have things to do.
Don't worry, Grandma. I'm sure they'll call back. Well, howdy, Mr. Lloyd. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Elkin.
You fixed the manger, I see. She'll be tickled to death.
It was just a loose screw. She's sturdy as ever now. I'll just put it over here with the rest of the nativity. Where's Mary and Joseph?
That's funny. Grandma usually sets up the nativity over here by the jukebox.
Look at that plain old Christmas tree.
That's Fester's job. I'm afraid he ain't been quite himself lately. Matter of fact, everything's a little crazy this year.
Well, you can't have Christmas in Imogene Taylor's Cafe without the Nativity Center, Daddy will.
Well, I'll find it before the Christmas story is read. Would you like a cup of eggnog?
Thanks just the same, but I've got to be going. Me and the wife still got to deliver the gifts over to the children's shelter.
I was over there helping them out earlier.
The twins were supposed to help out this morning, but they never showed up.
They were all wrapped up in contests and stuff.
Well, I better run. Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Merry Christmas.
Here's our chance. The letter is in his back pocket. I'll throw my purse down, and when he bends over to pick it up for me, you grab the letter.
So you think about what I said while I go see if Grandma Taylor needs help in the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh, here you go.
First time all year he picked to be a gentleman.
Beg your pardon?
Oh, nothing at all. Just go on with what you were doing.
I was just looking over this here manger. It's supposed to go with the rest of the nativity set, but I don't know where it is.
Could you see if Jingle Bells is on the jukebox? box, Elkin?
Okie dokies. I don't see jingle bells, Cousin Mimi.
Of course you don't.
That's a beautiful manger, Cousin Elkin. So authentic.
But it just ain't a Christmas manger without baby Jesus in it. My whole family ain't focused on Christmas this year. Fester getting all stubborn, Brenda May in her contest, Glenda May and whatever she's dabbling in. And to top it off, baby Jesus is missing in action.
Maybe things will quiet down in a little while.
Glenda May, can we get some menus here, please?
I'm busy right now.
Glenda May, we have a party of three. I'm sure this here gentleman and his mother are hungry as a horse.
Okay,
Elkin, I need you in the kitchen pronto.
Grandma, where's the nativity set?
Still in the attic, I reckon. Can't get nobody to set it up for me.
Come on, Mimi. We can go see if we can find it.
But I want my money.
Fester, I know you're cool and everything, but I need your help getting this place to look like Christmas.
There, my cool accessories got caught in the chair. Oh, that's cool or not. But Cousin Elkin, can't you see that I'm just trying to do my own thing?
Take a 5-minute break from what you're doing, your thing, and run to the storage room, fetch that Christmas box, that box of Christmas decorations, and bring it to me.
Well, sorry, Cousin Elkin, but my magazine don't say nothing about decorating the Christmas trees being a cool thing to do.
Fine, I'll decorate it myself. We gotta get this place in shape quick. After we decorate the tree, we'll see about getting the nativity set up.
Excuse me, excuse me. The service here is terrible.
Well, how do you know you ain't had none yet?
Look, I don't need a menu. I'll start with some caviar.
One roasted chicken coming up.
Why did you write down chicken when I said caviar?
Well, because I know what chicken is.
Mrs. Galloway, I think they're fresh out of caviar.
Out of caviar? I'm aghast.
What?
Aghast! Aghast!
One glass of Alka-Seltzer coming up.
Glenda May, this gentleman isn't a mister. His title is Judge. Judge Galloway.
Judge, you mean to tell me you're an honest-to-goodness judge?
Right now, I'm just hungry.
I'm pretty sure Oswald said judge.
Now, young lady, my husband is a magistrate. A justice of the peace. Now, could you please take our orders?
Hey, y'all. Drink the tea.
Glenda May.
Young lady, what is this fly doing in my glass of tea?
Just cooling off.
Wait a minute, server. What's the chef's surprise?
She don't wash her hands. I'll be right back.
Glenda May, let me show you my costume for the talent portion of the contest.
Not now. I've got something real important to tell you.
Glenda May, I ain't got time.
About winning the contest.
I got time.
See that fancy city slicker sitting over there with Cousin Oswald?
Yeah?
Well, they just let it slip that their fella is an honest-to-goodness judge.
Did Dickens just say?
It's a fact. Cousin Oswald spilled the beans and then they tried to cover it up. But that's what they said. Judge.
He's probably sneaking around going checking on the contestants. Now, don't let on that we know anything. Just go back over there and that just remember who I am.
Here's your mustard and ketchup. Can I get you anything else?
But hey, we haven't ordered anything yet.
Well, what are you waiting for? I don't have to pay
Ramona,
this.
just sit down.
Glenda May, we'll take 3 turkey specials, please.
We don't have no turkey. Fester never shot it.
Roast beef?
The cow ran away because Brenda May forgot to close the gate.
Okay, how about chicken?
Glenda May, have you seen my chicken anywhere?
No, ma'am, she ain't in the bathroom.
I didn't recognize her in the bathroom. She's up and disappeared.
There'll be a slight delay on the chicken.
Why don't you tell us what you do have?
Well, Fester run over a possum this afternoon on his way to work.
Oh, good heavens!
Just bring us some rolls, Glenda May.
And would you like them rolls in the form of biscuits or cornbread?
Biscuits.
Cornbread would be easier.
Okay, fine. We'll take cornbread. Shoot, just dip a napkin in some gravy. We're hungry.
I'll be right back.
Oh, Judge Galloway, I've been working for Grumman Taylor Law Firm for 5 years, and I just finished law school and passed the bar.
Oh, what are you getting at, Timmenheimer?
Well, I've worked at Grumman Taylor full time, and I'd love to work there full time, and I know that a recommendation coming from you would carry a lot of weight.
Well, you know, Timmenheimer, I always kind of looked at you as a
hard worker, initiator,
weak-minded pushover, but seeing how commanding and persuasive you just were with the server, I think it might be able to help you out.
Glenda May's not really in that.
What's that?
Thank you, Judge. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right, I can't stand all this tiresome business talk at Christmas. It's so blasé. If you'll excuse me, I shall go freshen up a bit.
Are you the one who's decorating the Christmas tree, you groovy chick, you?
I think not. I am not made for manual labor.
Oh, what does the President of Mexico have to do with anything?
And why, may I ask, are you dressed like a simple nincompoop?
Oh, ma'am, I'm not a simple nincompoop. I'm a real nincompoop. Why, yes. If you're going to the John, be careful.
I can assure you, I never go to the John.
Well, that's probably why you're in such a bad mood. I'm just trying to help, you know. I just got to tell you, the door sticks a little. Just trying to be neighborly.
There you are. Hey, Fester.
Hell.
You remember that mule you sold me for my husband for Christmas?
Yeah.
That mule is dang near blind.
Why, I told you when you bought him he didn't look too good.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
It's my wife.
Holy cow, who's that?
It's my wife. Yep, help open the door.
I got it.
Okay, ma'am?
Glenda May, what are you keeping a live chicken in the ladies' room for?
Fester, what are you doing to my chicken here?
There. And now what are you keeping that live chicken in the bathroom for?
Just for the night. Then after I practiced fucking it, I was going to give it back to Grandma for stewing.
Keeping a chicken indoors isn't sanitary. What about the smell?
I figured it would get used to it.
I was attacked by poultry!
Oh, it wasn't a poultry, man. It was a chicken. Oh.
Come on, Glenda May, please take that thing outside.
I got it. Come on, little
Well,
birdie.
see, I'm a little busy right
Let's
now.
go outside. I bet you're you're scared right out of your little chicken mind. Aw.
Well, I guess I better see what Brenda May's doing.
Glenda May? Brenda May's in the kitchen.
I know, but the rest of them's closer.
Have you saw my sister?
She's in there.
Glenda May, get yourself in here and help me at this very minute.
Young lady, I need a paramedic.
Okay, I'll see if Elton can throw one on the grill for you. Cousin Petunia, Cousin Mimi.
We're right here.
Are y'all ready to help me with my routine?
I scorn the thought of partaking in such a frivolous and farcical exhibit.
What did she say?
She's excited to help you out.
That's not what I...
Remember, Mimi, this is a floor show, which means receive tips.
Tips? As in money? Let's do this thing.
I'm sure to oblige you, Cousin Mimi. Listen carefully. Here's the plan.
Oh, the color's coming back to her face.
Hubert, is that you?
Yes.
I'll bring her a wet towel. Here you go.
What makes you think there's another chicken in the ladies' room?
What are you talking about?
Just remember this one thing. Whoever said nothing's impossible never tried to tickle a bald-headed man by the hair.
I'm not even going to ask.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Look, let's sit over here, my little ham hock.
I'm sure to oblige you two for helping me out like this. But to be honest with you, I'm as nervous as a tick on a different day.
It'll be fun. I haven't performed in years on a stage.
Remember, Petunia, you promised me tips out of this.
Look, there's Brenda May.
Yoo-hoo! Merry Christmas, Brenda May.
I'll be with y'all in a minute.
Brenda May, why ain't you taking care of the customers? It ain't Ivy and Bremen Cooper. It's about time y'all got yourselves in my cafe tonight.
Oh, we didn't come here to eat. We already ate down at Dixie's Cafe.
Yeah, we come for the floor show.
What in the dickens are you talking about?
The floor show they're yelling about outside.
We'll just see about that.
My wife
Is
was,
everything okay over here?
my wife was hyperventilating.
Wonderful. Glad to see you relaxing after a good meal. Get yourself in here. What do you think you're doing hollering like that in front of my fine establishment? Brenda May told me to. Come in now, Fester.
I can't see! I can't see!
Take off your sunglasses.
Oh! There we go.
If we could have everyone's attention, please.
And that nativity still ain't been set up yet.
Shh! Imogene, we want to see this.
Grandma Taylor, I got some good news and some bad news.
Land sakes, what's the bad
The
news?
Board of Health is on the phone.
Well, what's the good news?
They can't find us.
Hang on!
Here you are, Judge. What's going on in here?
Don't ask. Just get your tips ready.
Just sit right there, and you'll soon find out.
Glenda May, get the snow.
Okay.
Our little quartet will now perform for you.
Quartet? But there's only 3 of you.
Yeah, it's a very small quartet. I'd like to give you a little sneaky peek of the performance I'll be giving at this year's Miss Cricket County contest. Oh look, it's beginning to snow outside. Look, man, you're going down the wrong side of the window. Never mind, stick your place by the jukebox. Please, like it's snowing outside. Right now, snug and cozy inside. Big fire in the fireplace. perfect eyesight to tell the difference. Kind folks, do you ever feel like some days you're the dog, and some days you're the tree, and some days you're the bug, and some days you're the windshield? Do you ever feel like a sad math because you've got so many problems? If you have one of those days, you can call over in a minute, and she'll be there, because I'm a friend to the world. Peace is what I'll bring to you, all wrapped up in my smile. I want to sit down with the world and chew a while. So when you're lost on the road, complete without an oar, don't forget you have a friend in this young country girl.
We're trying to make a little extra money here, if you don't mind.
Can we hear rocking around the Christmas tree next?
There won't be no rocking around the Christmas tree tonight.
He's right, Ivan Lee. Look!
How do you like my routine, Your Honor, sir?
Your performance was ineptly executed and tremendously bad.
Thanks, I may have all by myself.
I give up. I can't run this cafe all by myself, and I hate to say it, but you city kids is about as useful as a pack in a pair of underwear.
Has everybody done forgot it's Christmas time?
But Elkin, I just wanted to.
You just wanted to? Well, maybe that's the problem around here. Everybody seems so dad bummed, just wrapped up in all what they want to do. When did Christmas become all about me, me, me? The same goes for you, Fester and Glenda. Poor Grandma has been going crazy trying to keep this cafe going so her customers can enjoy a good meal, listen to the Christmas story, and see the nativity here like it has for 40 years. I'm even ashamed of y'all, Cousin Mimi, Cousin Petunia. I know y'all didn't come out here just to help on the dinner to celebrate Christmas with us. You came out here just to see what you might get out of all this. Well, here, go ahead and read it. I'm not sure I care no more.
Don't just stand there, Petunia. What did we get? Oh, yes, he's trying to make a point, isn't he?
But Cousin Elgin, my Cool Dude magazine, it says I should look out for #1.
The TV says I ought to make a name for myself.
That we should just stand out from the crowd and be noticed because we deserve it.
You're all being torn in two different directions, y'all. The world is telling you you should find yourself in the sun, but the Bible tells something different. That we should find ourselves in the sun.
Wow,
Maybe
Elkin,
Jesus.
you might have something there. Judge Galloway, I owe you an apology. I did have you come out here on false pretenses. I was hoping that if you saw me helping my grandmother, it would help my chances of getting on at the firm.
Boy, do I feel like a dummy. Grandma, I helped you one day in your cafe today.
And look where we kept Jesus this year.
If being in the record books was supposed to make me feel so good about myself, why do I feel so crummy?
Well, at least we have two locals here to share Christmas with.
Forget it. We just came to the floor show and it was awful.
That's right, Petunia, let's go. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Well, Cousin Elkin, you did it again. You put us all in our place, just when we needed it the most.
I wouldn't admit this to anyone but you, but these country cousins of ours are starting to grow on me a little, like kudzu on an oak tree. They keep growing and growing and covering and smothering. Excuse me while I catch my breath.
Don't we remember what the Bible says, y'all? The reason we're put on this earth is to reflect God's love, not to move the spotlight on ourselves.
Exodus 15:11. Who among the gods is like you, O Lord? Who is like you? Majestic in holiness, awesome in glory, walking in wonders.
Psalm 19:1. Why do the heavens exist? The heavens exist to declare the glory of God.
1 Chronicles 16:24. Declare his glory among the natives, his marvelous deeds among all peoples.
Romans 11:36. God made all things and everything continues through him and for him, to be the glory forever.
1 Corinthians 8:6. There is only one God, the Father, who created everything and will exist before him.
Matthew 5:16. Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good deeds and praise your Father in heaven.
John 3:30. He must become greater and greater, and I must become less and less.
The mood sure changed quickly thanks to Cousin Elkin. Oh, and you're probably curious to know what Uncle Zeke's amendment said.
I, Zeke Taylor of Cricket County, do hereby leave my largest diamond mine at the foot of Mosquito Ridge to all the fine folks of the Cricket County Children's Home, so them poor young'uns can get the best care money can buy.
And needless to say, there wasn't one person who disappointed in Uncle Zeke's decision. Not even me.
Philippians 2:3 and 4. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceits, but in humility consider others better than yourselves.
Each of you should not look only onto your own interests, but also the interests of others.
That was the most touching thing I've ever heard in my life. Hubert, why don't you bring me around here more often?
Whatever you say, dear. And I'm sorry I was short tonight, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Well, if everyone excuses me for just a moment, I keep counting my nose.
Well, what are we all standing around here for? Fester, get that tree decorated. Cousin Oswald, help me out with the nativity. Glenda May, get some music going on this jukebox.
Fester, how do you intend to play the shepherd this year in that silly getup?
Aha! Don't fret none, the good shepherd is always ready.